Hello my lovelies, and we're going to be having some fun again today doing some different edgings. So this is number 2, I think. Number 2. I don't know why I say I think, I've only done one. Number 2 of the new series, looking at different ways we can do edgings and using up some of our craft supplies we've already got, etc. So I have got my signatures that these are going, the edgings are going to go in. If you've not seen Tuesday Sewing, I'm doing the cover for this journal. So today we are having some fun with some wax crayons. You know I love my wax crayons. I've got quite a bit of fabric. I mean, you know, I've got some fabric. I think I had this in some of my fabric packs or whatever, and I've made quite a lot of projects with this. So I got to thinking, what can I do that's a little bit different with this, and use it up basically. So I got to looking at the weave. It's got gorgeous weave, gorgeous, you know, the weave of how this is made, because it's textile. Not textile, what do I want to say? Upholstery weight fabric. Make cushions and things and curtains with it. It's got a lovely weave, and so I ended up having a bit of a play. I've got some scraps from something else that I turned over, and I think these make really interesting pieces. So we're going to do some more of those, and I also had a go with it on some paper. Now sometimes you have papers that aren't, they are vintage but they're not ancient, and you're not sure that you would use it in some of your more grungy projects. So I thought, what else can we do with those? And I've applied the same idea, the same principle, with the wax crayons on the top, and it does give quite a nice sheen on the top of this particular paper. And also I've done it, I coloured it on the top of this weave fabric, and as you can see, well, I'm hoping you can see, it brings out some texture in the pattern. And I like that bit of texture, and not only can you use these as edgings, but you can use it in your collage as well, same with this, and I think it's a really nice effect and an excuse to play with your wax crayons. So find yourself some fabric. It doesn't particularly work on cottons, they're a bit too thin and they haven't really got any weave in it that adds to you know, the texture of it. So if you can find yourself some you know, some fabric, some you could use burlap, hessian, those sorts of things that have a bit of weave in it, then they're great. So I've got a few of my waxes out. I mean, these I think I used them in December dailies last year, and I've had them, my eldest son bought me these quite a while ago, and they last really well. But what I like is the fact that because they are rectangle, they've got a really good surface area. It's really good surface area to do this. Now you might not particularly want it to look stripy, so you know, it depends how much pressure. If I just do it very lightly, you won't necessarily, you get a bit of colour, not necessarily the stripes. But I also love the effect when you get to the edge. If you've got a few stranglers what do I mean, you know, when you've been frayed frayed edges. Why am I calling them stranglers? Little bits of fraying on the edge, then that, you know, they can end up being coloured as well. So I think it's a really nice effect. I do like these, and I've looked them up. You can get them on Amazon. They are, if you put in block or square wax crayons for children, they are for little toddlers, they're really, so that they can grasp. They don't have quite the fine detail, the fine dexterity, do they, toddlers? And they're made for them. But I love them because, I mean, if you want, you can, you know, be quite precise with what you want to draw. You can even draw with them. So say, you know, you want to draw a leaf, you can do. You know, you can colour it in. So this is because I watched Rachel last night. She did a 52 Tags Handmade is doing reverse applique, which I have got back last year probably. I don't think I've been doing the channel long when we did some, and we did some reverse applique in December dailies as well. I think it was a Christmas tree we did. So you don't have to just do random colouring, you know, you can do it in all directions, so that if you did want to, you know, draw something, those that are better at drawing than me, who will have seen after watching my turtle dove fiasco on December dailies last year, you can see precision drawing is not my is not my forte. So, you know, it's up to you how you do it. So we've got all those. We'll do a bit more paper, and also what I've enjoyed doing, let me get another sheet. It's quite nice colour paper this, but I've got loads, so it won't hurt to lose a few sheets. And what I've got is a tape, just an ordinary washi, and did a bit of scribbling over the top. Use anything as a I usually use my raffia mat to get that effect, but just keep moving it along. I'm drifting, sorry, I'm drifting off camera. There we go. We could just do some shapes like that, and we can cut that off, put that somewhere. Straighten that up a bit, it was a bit wonky. Okay, so we have that. Have I done some earlier? I've done that one earlier. You don't have to use it as edgings, you can just use it as some interest on your page, really. So we've got those, and we have, I've started colouring this in. So if you haven't got these, it doesn't matter, because what I tend to do is, and one I've already done, I peel some of these, are just ordinary children's wax crayons, metallic I think, and I peel some of it off because I do like, oops, sorry, you see, if you use it on its edge, to me, you know, it's too defined. So if you use it on its side, you know, you get more of a variation in it. And it's just keep rolling it round. Now, I've done the same with the purple. And I've got something underneath it, so actually this will be quite nice. It's just some cardstock I've got left over. And there we go. Just start adding some of that in. Your cranes go floating all over. Need a bit of brute force. I think it's because it's quite slippy, this paper. There we go, and we'll put a bit of, it's making my map move out of focus, I think, sorry. It's good exercise, it's good cardio exercise, make sure to pour. Does with this paper anyway. So we've got some strips there, so we can cut those. Okay. And you can do these, they can mass make these really, can't you? You know, so that you've got plenty ready for when you want to use them. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if I can find some really grungy old paper that I might use. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Well, don't do it on that, it's really fine, that. So let's have a look. Got a bit of music paper we can do. Oh, now then, this, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's got a bit of a linen look texture to that paper. It is quite, I'll take a little bit of that and see how that comes up. So have a play really. Just keep having a play with different textured papers and different fabrics. You might be surprised what effects you get. So let's have a look. See, oh yeah, look at that. And of course you don't have to have it multicoloured. If the multicoloured is, if you're using a journal that's quite not so modern, and it's not, you could use it for an art journal, but if you want to use it in a more vintage style journal, then you just be careful what colours you use. You can do this with any of your coloured crayons. It's just I find these easier to use. So easy as that. Look how lovely that looks, and you can see that it's bringing the different textures out in that. Let's have a look. This might be tricky because it's quite fine, but and also I think one colour would be nice on here. I don't think I've got my head in the way, sorry. You know, if you want to put a bit of coloured music paper. There we go. So you can do all sorts of things. You can play with all sorts of different textures, different papers, different fabrics. I've got... Now then, let's have a look. I've been doing a bit of stamping here. Let's see if we can... This is quite a coarse weave fabric. So let's see how that goes. It's turning out a lot more lined. So I'll not have to do it on the corners. Do it on the flat if you don't want it as lined. There you go. So, you know, you get a different effect on there. So let's have a go at putting some of this in our journal. Well, in our 3 signatures. They're not, I want my dressmaking scissors. Excuse me, I'll have a drink. Some cold water. It's dull today. We haven't got the sunshine today. It's rather overcast. It's this time of year you start to get more sea frets, where the sea fog comes more inland. I mean, you can cut these however you want to. So you can cut some... Oh, that was dodgy cutting. Look at that. There we go. You can cut some thin strips. And it's just meant that you can use up, you know, something that you've made loads of and you think, well, you know, I want to see a bit of a different pattern now. I'm fed up of looking at that. You haven't got to get rid of your fabric. You can do other things with it. And you can even put them on the page with gaps in between. So let's have a play inside the journals then that we've got, that we have ready. Let's put them away. And some of the papers. So I'd like to put some of this in as well. We'll put a little bit of that in. It's quite nice thick paper, this is. So if you've got some quite fine paper in your journal and perhaps want to give it a bit more of a robust edging, then this, you know, thicker, this really nice thick card. Well, yeah, it's a cross between card and paper. It's a very heavyweight paper, really. Right, okay, let's have a look now. Did we do any in this one last week? No, I don't think. Did we? We'll have a look. See if we did any of the edging last week in this. No, I think it was just the other two. Just the other two. So let's see if there's anything that... you see, even the right side. I think that's where I put a bit of that in before. Okay. I think this one's not got that many places for edgings, but did I put a little clip in here? I did. Yeah. So I put a little clip in here because I thought that would be quite nice to have a bit of this. And in actual fact, I think that we could have some of these colours. I like that, but it doesn't blend with the green very well. Let's have a look. Got some pink in that as well. I think that looks best. So let's cut a bit off there. I'm just going to do a bit of fraying. You know that word I couldn't remember. Oh, So hope you had fun doing the ones last week, and had a go at it and had a play at it. I think that's quite tight, so I don't think it wants to give up much. There we go. And I'm going to, this sticks really well with the Scotch glue, so I'm quite happy using that, because I do find that this is pretty good. But you need to, you know, put plenty on, press hard with it. Get my card out. Okay. Now with these, I'm not particularly wanting anything much to hang over. Just edging the page. As we go along, we're going to probably do a few more different things that are going to hang over the page. So that string wants to come off. Okay, that's that one. Let's have a look in this one. I did some extra of the edging. I put some in there and down there to match that off camera. Now that has got 2 layers, which I didn't realise. So let's stick that back down again. It's where the papers of the, I thought were all stuck together from the National Geographic. Haven't. Right, that's soon remedied. Let's have a look. Did I put a clip in here? I did. I did put a clip in here. Now these are when I'm doing a lot of my corner edgings and things that I've been playing with. And I actually thought this page would be nice. Not actually on the edge, but this inner edge. Well, it is an edge, but it's the inner edge. And I thought that would go nice with the colours. So we will have a bit of that. Let me just fray off that edge. I've put my book on top of that now. I'll just fray those a couple of bits there, just so you get a bit of a frayed effect, and we can put that down there. And I think that, so you haven't always got to have the outer edge. You can, you know, do something with the inner edge if you think it's going to go with the next page. So let's put plenty on there. Just take that little clip off. There we go, and I think that looks nice on that inner edge. There, that's that one. Now then, let's have a look in here. That's my sample where I'd had a try to see if it worked. So this is the bit we did last week, the edging that we did there, and I put what bit we cut off, so I cut a bit off there so I could fit that on, and so I put it there on that side, and I liked it there. Let's have a look. I'd highlighted this because I thought this one was rather plain looking, so let's get another sheet now. Let's have a look. Shall we put some paper down? feel like I want to decorate the whole lot. Do we want to do the top edging with that? I'm going to actually, I want to do a bit of a collage bit with that, I think, with the papers going down. We'll do that, see what that's like. Because it's very, there's not much happening there, and I know you could write on that bit, but I don't know, it just looks a bit stark. So I think we will, you could still write on the top of this if you wanted, and a bit of that on. So it, in a way, this is an easy way to use up some of your paper scraps and fabric scraps, and just give a bit of a different dimension. Right, so let's put a patterned piece there. I could have that the right way around actually. Let's do that there. And what shall we do here? A bit of that, yeah. That's nice, isn't it? And then I think we can let's I love it when you cut through really thick fabric, it's lovely. There we are. We don't want it too thick because it's going to be this inner edge. Oh yes, scrummy yummy, I love that. And the patch effect of it goes with what we've got on this side, so that's good. Okay. If the edges are a good soak. Okay. Push it into the middle. There we go. Really like that. That's let's just push that in a bit. Just take that bit off, it wanted to come off. Okay, so I'm liking how that's gone. Giving it so much more. When it's dry, I'll just neaten that edge off. So we've got some edgings there. You can also use them on your page, so that's good. Happy with that. Right, let's bring this one back in again. Right, could put some paper, I think, down there. Is that not long enough? Do something else on there. I don't know. No, what's on that side? I think we'll have it on that side actually. And what have we got that we could perhaps put down here? Now, will it be too much coloured music? Just going to put some in that top edge. Just to, do I want multicolour or do I want the red? I'll cut them both, I'm not sure. I'm going to put that there just to edge that up. Oh no, I don't like it. Don't like that, I'll think of something. Oh, no then. I don't like it on that side, so we'll just put it there like that. Sorry, I'm not so chatty today. You get enough chat. You get all my chatty things on a Tuesday and then I run out of things to say, but I'm trying to concentrate on this for you. Okay, that's it. It's all these frayed edges now sticking to me. Okay, so I think I'll stick it that way around. I think I'm going to put that on there. I wasn't liking this page particularly, can't speak English now. It needed a bit of something else, but I do actually like the double music paper with it, with some decoration on there. And I'm thinking, no, that's too much. That's too much. That one will be alright. Okay, it's liking that better, so that's good. We've done that one there, and let's put some paper ones in this. Oops, I'm going all over the place, isn't it? The thing to stop me going off camera. And this is more of a scrappy, experiments. Well, for a start, we're missing something nice there. Let's try that one. Yeah, like that one there. And just get a new glue page, and then probably that's a video. That's a wrap, as they say, don't they? I think they say that's a wrap when the film crew's finished and they've done the best shots. Right. Nice. Ooh, let's put that round that corner. And do we want a bit of fabric down there? Want a bit of thicker card? Or do we want the other? Oh, I like that actually. I like that, so we'll do that one. Okay, right, that's used a bit of paper and fabric. We'll put one on there. Let me put a clip in here so I know what we're photographing, else I'll forget. And then that one. Great, and then we've done this full page here, which I think looks really nice. And did we put another one in here? Thought we did somewhere. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Perhaps that's the one in that one. So I'll put a clippy in there. And then here we've done this one, which I think has really brightened that one up. And that inner one there. So I'll put a clip on that. So, hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that's given you a bit more food for thought. And go and get all your wax crayons out and have a really good play. And see what things you can come up with. Don't forget to let me know down below what you've done to interpret this week's edging. And yeah, I've really enjoyed that. I'll be carrying on putting edgings on everything now. Okay then guys, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.